ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Punch the Dhyana slokas.
Yes, Swamiji. Om Badram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha Badram Bashye Makshavir Ejatraha Sirairangai Sushtuvagun Sassanobi Veshemayat Devahitam Yadayu Sostina Indro Vidyasravaha Sostina Pusha Vishwavedaha Sostina Saksho Arishtaremi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay, let us start. Last time we saw an elaborate summary. I was talking about Satyam Mithya, etc. So that people are clear about the present chapter. Okay, Vaititya Prakaranam, present chapter. So in the last verse, before we took a break, we had seen that dream is definitely considered as mithya because some prayojanata nasti. Whatever you have in the waking is not valid in dream. But then what is vice versa also is true. What is there in dream is not valid in waking. Okay. So because of invalidity of one in the other, says both should be distinct states. If both are distinct states, then both are time bound, both are experiential, therefore mithya. Okay. See, I have given 4 definitions. There are many more I can give. Okay, I don't want to confuse you all further because that 4 is quite comprehensive. Okay, anything experiential I can put as mithya. No? Wherever there is a subject-object divide, it is mithya. So that's endless. Okay, I don't want to this thing, but that much is there. Okay, so this is what we saw last time. Okay, all right. Then he is giving a supporting argument for that. Apurvam sthani dharmahi yatha sarga nivasinam Tanayam prekshate gatva yataiva susakshitaha. He says there are certain things which are, he says, unique in each state. It is not, they are not carbon copies of each other. There is something unique about each state. What about that? He is saying both are mithya. What about the uniqueness that happens in both the states? No problem. Sthani dharmaha, he says. And each sthana has his own dharma. Gujarat is also India. Tamil Nadu is also India. Okay. Is there a difference or not between the two states? Food habits, work habits, everything is different. Well, that's sthani dharma. Similarly, dream waking are different sthana dharma. But he gives a different example. He says, yata swarga nivasinam. 7 dimensions of swarga is mentioned. No? Each is different. Where they are different? Because sthana dharma. Each place is meant for a particular purpose, therefore sthana dharma. Okay. Yeah, verse 7 has been done. So, because of sthana dharma, differences can be accounted for. Not only that, so this is Vedic time, Upanishad etc. is Vedic times. Later, okay, Shaivites will say Swarga is Shivalokaha. Vaishnavite will say Vaikuntaha. करेक्ट. डिफरेंस है क्या नहीं इसमें दोनों में? Let us be more all inclusive. Let us include other religions also. Okay? Christians will describe it in some way, Islam will describe it another way. But if your good karma is taking you to heaven, this is here where Hinduism slightly differs. We say the good karma takes you to heaven, not which religion you belong to. It is not that if you are not a Hindu, you will not go to heaven. You do all the good things in life, you will go to heaven. Okay, you don't have to follow my religion to go to heaven. You can follow your own and still land up in heaven. But the experience will be different. You know, there is a book called Vichara Sagara. It's a much, much later work, okay? Some 16th century, 17th century work. So he describes it like this. He says, these thanas are subtle creations. What a Vaishnavite will experience as Vishnu Loka, the Shaivite will experience at Shiva Loka. Because they are subtle, they are based on your mind. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because dimensions, there are 7 dimensions. 7 dimensions in finite. Finite Smith Mithya. Divisions, Sthana Dharma. That's why I gave Gujarat and Tamil Nadu example. Sthana Dharma. Okay? Sthana Dharma. Okay. It is not that in Upanishadic times there are no difference between Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. I am sure there must have been some difference. Even though Tamil Nadu as a state may not have existed in the way we know about it as a political entity. Yeah. I can't imagine Tamilians without their idli or Gujaratis without their dhokla. I'm sure this difference was there right from the Upanishadic times also. Okay. I'm sure at that time they discovered coffee and discovered masala chai also. हो सकता है. Though later historians say coffee was got into India from Brazil and all that thing, from South America. I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, Sthana Dharma takes care of it. Okay? Sthana Dharma. Alright. Tenayam prakrite gatvaha yata eva suksh. So when you go there, what happens? When you go to that loka, whether it is the dream state or svargaha or waking state, what happens? Ikshati. You experience that state. So whatever that state is an object of experience. And an object of experience that is mithya. Why? Time bound, space bound. Trikalena vidyate. It's not there in 3 periods of time. Any form of existence will depend on something else for its existence. On the content. So, dependent reality, object of experience, time bound, space bound, all that establishes what? Mithya. Your waking world, dream world, both mithya. फर्क क्या है इसे? What is the difference? No, Swamiji, there is a difference. Okay. What is the difference? See, in the dream is seen inside, whereas waking is outside. So subjective, objective, reality होते हैं. What is subjective is mithya, what is objective is real. Nowadays even that is being questioned. You know, previously, culturally, socially, across the world, we took objective reality as a fact. Subjective reality is very personalized. You can choose to. Nowadays, inner reality becomes more important than outer reality. Therefore all the wokeism comes into the picture, including parenting style, this, that, make a mess of it. Because Mind is important. Emotional fragility. You're so fragile. There are few people here who in childhood, I don't want to mention their names unless they volunteer, who gone through hell and back in their childhood. When I discover their personal history and talk to them, my respect for them goes up because I know I have some idea of what they've gone through. No? To leave your country, to do this, to do that. Huge. If they were today's emotionally fragile children, will never be able to do something like that. Softies. Yeah. Anyway, so inside reality and outside reality. So, inside reality is only personal, not valid for anything. Outside, whatever is seen is real. Inside, what I see, the dream, etc., is not real. Really? Look at this. Next verse. Swapna vrittaupi tvantasya chetasa kalpitam tvasad bahischeta grihitam sad drishtam vaityatyame itayoho. Swapna vrittaupi, even when you are experiencing the dream, antaschetasa kalpam tvasad. What do you take it? Let us say in the dream you are having another dream. In the dream you are living a life. Okay. So you got up in the morning, got a few things done, went to work, business, entrepreneurship, whatever. Then came home, had your dinner, etc. and went to sleep. In the dream, okay? And then in the dream you had another dream. You dreamt you lost your job, etc. And in the shock of it, you got up. Oh my God, I lost my job. What will I do? And you got up. And you found, oh my God, it's only a dream. Where in the dreamer's dream, okay? It is dream within a dream, like Inception. It's dream within a dream. And you said, oh my God, thank God, that is not real, this is real. Who's saying that? The dreamer is saying. In the dream. Because in the dream there is another dreamer. So whatever is inside is unreal there also. And what is the outside? Tattu sat. Antas chetasa kalpitam tvasat. Bahas chetasa grihitam sad. And whatever is seen by the mind as external, that is real. Isn't this what have you not had dream experiences like this? Have you not had continuity in a dream? In a dream of a few minutes, you experience a whole lifetime. No? So there also you take, whatever I saw inside was not real, whatever I saw external is real. Here also you are doing the same thing. What you are seeing inside is not, as dream is not real, what you are taking outside is real.
Swamiji, I didn't understand.
Yeah?
I didn't understand.
See, in the waking, now, all of us are awake. Correct? Hopefully. Okay. I don't think I have become that great a teacher that I can put everyone to sleep. One or two may doze off, that's a different thing. Okay. Now look at it. If you have a dream and then you get up, what will you say? The dream was false, waking is factual. But imagine in the dream, you went to sleep and had a dream. And you woke up in the dream. What will you say there? Dream was unreal, this is factual. But actually that's a dream for the waker. For the waker, that is dream. So the dreamer is having a dream. These experiences are there in the world. All of us have gone through it. And when you go through this, once in my life, we had this discipline of being able to sleep in a very alert fashion. Okay? So you sleep in such a manner that your sleep is deep, you are rested, but any small noise anywhere else will make you awake immediately. It's called alert sleep. There are certain disciplines for that. One of the disciplines is, if you all want to try, this is a simple discipline. Tougher disciplines are sleeping on the branch of a tree and things like that. But if you want a simpler discipline that anyone can try to catch the moment you fall asleep. The sandhi between waking and sleep. Try to note that. Mentally, not physically. I don't want you to get up and record the time, etc. No. Mentally catch it. You'll never catch it. But your sleep will become very alert. In fact, first few months your sleep will be disturbed. Don't blame me. Another thing that will happen is, after that when you're dreaming, you won't know, you will have a doubt. Did I dream that or did I go through that? I'm guaranteeing you will have this doubt. If anyone doubts me, you can try it out. You're welcome. It's experiential, you can try it out. But don't come and blame me, Swamiji, I can't get sleep now. I'm cautioning you right in the beginning. So he says, if that is the state, he says, Drishtam Vaitityam evam etayoho. Both are objects of your perception. The dream world and the waking world. Both are objects of your perception. Therefore, both are mithya. For your functioning, you may take one more mithya, one less mithya. But mithya both are. For convenience, we will take the dream as more mithya and waking as less mithya, isn't it? Why? Because all of us are in the waking state right now. If you are attending this class in your dream state, it will be different. That can also happen, no? Last night I dreamt I was talking to Puja Swamiji. Actually, today is his birthday. So my conscious, subconscious thoughts were full of him. I dreamt. Don't read anything into it. It's just a dream. Okay. That is mithya, this is mithya. Why? Both are experiences. Both are objects of your perception. Yad drishyam tat mithya. After that you form the paribhasha. After examining various examples, you form this paribhasha that whatever is seen is mithya. Whatever is experienced is mithya. So now you know what happens when you present Vedanta as an experience. Moksha is an experience. It means they have not understood it, they are making it mithya. Their moksha is also mithya. Whatever is experienced is mithya. I mean, you can have all sorts of experiences, including Anandoham, etc., Samadhi experience, all that you can have. Nobody is questioning those experiences. But don't expect to take those experiences as Satyam. Experience mithya. There was a writer, he left Ramakrishna Mission, I forget his name. There is the tip of my tongue. He wrote a book called The Ochre Robe. Very popular book in my times. Okay. Most of you may not have read that book. Even if you are students of Vedanta, in my time book it is. It's called The Ochre Robe. Okay. It was written around independence time, just after independence, that time it was written. Okay. He talks about his experience as a sadhu. He leaves Ramakrishna Mission order and goes. There he presents this. Says if moksha is an experience, then somebody went into bhava samadhi. You know, he was doing his puja and he saw Devi. or he saw Shiva, or he saw Krishna. After all, today is Janmashtami. Rama. All those experiences should be at the same footing, same validity. Correct or not? That means the one who saw his Ishta Devata in Bhava Samadhi and the one who gained moksha should be the same. Correct? Because both are experiences. And both want to repeat the experience. No? Supposing you have an experience like that, you look at the life of all the saints and things like that, they all want to repeat their experience. Oh Lord, you left me, I had such nice darshan, it was nice, so good. Abhi kabhi, when will you give me darshan again? Darshan dohe nath more. All that hai na, sab gana gata hai na. All viraha songs come like that. And the Samadhi guy also wants, he doesn't sing, he doesn't do anything. So that's singing and all. He wants to repeat. Whereas what does Vedanta say? You yad gatva na nivartante. Having gained it, there is no return from there. You know you are Ananda. You are not experiencing Ananda, you are Ananda. Big difference. Your Ananda is very different from I am experiencing Ananda. Therefore, Drishyatva, okay, Vaityatyameva Tayoho, all those are Vaityatyam. Swamiji, you are dismissing all the saints' experiences as Mithya. Yep, I am. Not only me. One of the greatest saints that we have heard of today, Ramana Maharshi. Bhagavan Ramana, you will accept his words. He says, Isha Darshanam Atma Rupataha. Isha Darshanam should be in the form of the self. Anyat Darshanam tu Manasa Ikshanam. Any other darshanam of the Lord is a mental projection. Bhagavan Ramana. Couldn't be a greater sage than that in today's world. And today's world means that we have heard of. Okay. Now you can't say 21st century, you have to say 20th century. He was in the last century. Okay. All right. So, Vaitatyam, Etayoho, between waking and dream, Vaitatyam. And here also he says the same thing. Jagrat Vittopit Antaha, Chetasa Kalpitam Tvasat, Bahis Chetasa Grihitam, Sadyuktam Vaitatyam Etayoho. In the waking also same thing happens. What do you see inside the dream? Unreal. What do you see outside is taken as real. Saditi Grihitam. What Vaityatam Etayoho. In the dream also it is the same, waking also it is the same. What do you see inside is false. What do you see outside is function, is real. That's how people take it. Whether they are dreaming or whether they are awake. What is seen inside is not real, what is seen outside is real. But he says both are unreal. Why? Drishyatvat iti hetunaha. Drishyatva, because both are seen by you, experienced by you. Any object of your perception, any experience that you go through, mithya iti bhavitam muktam. Has to be taken as mithya. Okay. Now comes another question. Some of you are leaving me mooringless. Dream is also not real, waking is not also wrong. That means dreamer, waker both gone. ये क्या बात है? How do you handle this? He says, this is a Pura Paksha, okay? This is a question, a Pura Paksha. The 11th verse. Ubhayoropi vaitethyam vedanam stanayor yadi ka etena buddhyate vedena kovya itesham vikalpakaha. Ubhayoropi vaitethyam. If both are mithya, waking and dream, both are mithya, Vedanam Stanayoho Yadi, and any differences you are accounting saying that is Sthana Dharma, the Dharma or the characteristics of that state, that place, like Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, the differences of the state, that place. Okay. Ka etan buddhite. Who is the one who is seeing all this? Vedan kova tayoho vikalpakaha. Look at this. You remember you dreamt. The dreamer may not remember the waker. But for all you know, the dreamer may remember also. You can have a funny dream where you dreamt what you did yesterday with certain modifications. Waker definitely remembers the dream. But you saying both are mithya, both limit each other. Then who is the one who is seeing it? Who is seeing it? Kovan tesham vikalpaka. Who is the one who is saying this is this, this is this, this is dream, this is waking? And who is remembering these two? Memory means someone has to be present. If waker was not there in dream, how does he remember the dream? Because the waker was not present. No? Because you have to become dead to the waker before the dream can come up. Therefore, who remembers? Who is the question? That he is answering here. Kalpeti atmana atmanam atma deva svamayaya se eva buddhyate vedan iti vedanta nischaya. Sa atma eva buddhyate. Let's look at the second line first. Sa atma eva buddhyate vedan iti vedanta nischaya. Says you, the conscious being, you are aware of your dream, you are aware of your dreamer, you are aware of the waking, you are aware of the waker, you are aware of your sleep, you are aware of the deep sleeper covered in ignorance. All the three you are aware of. That's why remember in the beginning, first chapter itself we saw again a name, Avastatraya Sakshi iti. The witnesser of the three states of experience, Sa Atma Eva. And he goes further. So this has to be clear. Remember this. Avastatraya Sakshi is a term given to the Atma based on your experience of waking, dream and deep sleep. Because those days we took only the three as states of experience common to everyone. Everyone goes through these three states of experience. Even if you are having some suffering from insomnia at a later date in your life, you have definitely experienced deep sleep a few years back. Today you may be living like an owl in the night. Kya karu? That way, if you look at how our youngsters are doing that, 3 o'clock they go to sleep. I had a friend who used to work 6 months in States, 6 months in India. 6 months she will be physically in USA. So when she comes to India also, she feels like keeping USA time. I don't know what strangeness that was, but she used to do that. So at breakfast would be at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. So we had an old Hindi song like that. What was that? Bombay se aaya mera dost, dost ko salam karo, raat ko khao piyo, दिन को आराम करो. Eat and drink in the night and relax in the day. That was a different lifestyle at that time. The flower children lifestyle, it was called. Anyway, that apart. You are going through waking, dream and deep sleep. Each three is mutually exclusive. When one is there, the other two are not there. Waking is there, dreamer and sleeper is not there. Dreamer is there, waker and sleeper are not there. Sleeper is there, waker and dreamer are not there. But you connect all the three, na? It's your experience. So the waker was not there. But the Sakshi, the Atma, the witness of the whole thing, that was there. Witness consciousness was always there, correct? And that is exactly that is witnessing all the three states. So the Atma, with respect to the three states, gets a name. Sakshi, the witnessing consciousness. Consciousness is, it doesn't do any witnessing. Like the sun is, it doesn't do anything. Then is. And the flower blooms. You can put it romantically. Kissed by the morning rays of the sun. Like a blushing bride, the flower opens up. That is poetic nonsense, okay? The sun does not do anything. Sun is. Sun is. Mehuna, he is saying. That's all. I am there. And the flowers bloom. Similarly, you are not actually witnessing. You are not Big Brother watching. What is the dreamer doing? What is the waker doing? It's not Big Brother watching. I am illumining everything. So the witness, the title is given with respect to the three states. Avastatraya Sakshi. Or Buddhi Vritti Nam Sakshihi. The Sakshi, the witness of all your thoughts, all your thinking, emotions, etc. These are terms used for the Atma from a certain standpoint. Okay. From its own standpoint, what will you present the Atma as? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. As pure consciousness, limitlessness. That is what it is. But with respect to the three states, you remember my old story, na? That Amitabh Bachchan and the photographs and all that thing, yeah. Three roles. He presents the fourth photograph for me to understand that this is the guy. It's the same way. Okay. All right. And Kalpyati Atmana Atmanam. Atma Devo Swamaya. Says Atmanam Kalpyati Mayaya. Swamaya. By its own power of Maya, Atmaha Atmanam Kalpyati. The consciousness projects the three states. The consciousness projects the three states from its own Maya Shakti, he says. Its own Maya Shakti, it's a projection. So what does that mean? Really speaking, there is neither waking, dream or nor sleep. There is only one consciousness. Samjhi, we are going through all this. Main kya karu? What can I do if you are going through this thing? That your mind is going through, your body is going through, your prana is going through. Yeah, as though it is not real. As though going. Where is it really going? That's why we've seen that before. You analyze any thought, will come to pure consciousness. You analyze your body, will come to pure existence. You analyze anything in the world, will come to pure existence only. So what is there? Only one existence, consciousness. Then what about the whole thing? Appearance. Like waves in the ocean. Each wave is classified. Breaker, tsunami, wavelet, 100-year wave. They are all functionally valid. A tsunami effect is very different from an ordinary breaker. No? A breaker is 20-30 feet high wave. Can do some damage, not too much. Wavelet just comes and tickles my feet. That's a wavelet. Can't do any damage. 100-year wave, 100-year wave is different. You'll have to see, hey, there was a ship there, where is it gone? That's a 100-year wave. Okay. Functional differences. What is there? Only water, nothing else. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. That's a different thing. That's the song of the mariner, the ancient mariner. It's different. Coleridge. But back here, one consciousness, things appear. Waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, all that thing appear. Fact is what? One consciousness. But Swamiji, what about the world? Waker cannot exist without the waking world, no? Waking world, my consciousness has not projected it. Are you sure? Give me one reason to say that you, the consciousness, has not projected the waking world. Through Maya Shakti. One reason. Swamiji, but this world is not my creation. Which I are you talking about? Body, mind, no? Swamiji, how could I project this vast world? Which is I there? You, the finite entity with a finite mind. Isn't that what you are talking about? One reason.
When you are fast asleep, there is no world for you. When you are fast asleep, there is no world for you at all.
So I am saying you are projecting it. That is only supporting my argument. You are projecting it. The consciousness is projecting it. Swamini gives homework. I rarely give homework. Okay. So when we come back for the class after the camp, think and give me one argument, okay? Why the consciousness is not projected?
The consciousness does project the world. No, I didn't understand the question.
Swamiji.
I'm saying you have projected the world. You, the consciousness, has projected the world. Give me one reason why you, the consciousness, is not projected.
I have not projected.
No.
Swamiji, if the consciousness projects, you project, you would want the world to be the way you would want it.
What is?
If you would want the world to be very ideal for yourself.
So who is talking about it? The mind and body is talking, or the consciousness talking?
Mind and body.
Exactly.
But then mind and body is not different from consciousness.
Projection happens in time and space. Okay, if you are saying consciousness is not projected, then who is projected? Good question. Rohit has raised a nice question. He says, consciousness does not project because all projection is in time and space. Reality, whether physical or virtual, can exist only in time and space. Correct? Functional realities can exist only in time and space. Whether virtual or functional. Functional or objective reality. Not virtual, objective. Functional is not a good term to describe as a difference from virtual, because virtual realities can also be functional realities. Therefore, virtual and objective realities. If both are not projected by the consciousness, who is projecting it? Because they are in time and space. And consciousness is beyond time and space.
Maya.
Which Maya?
Maya. Maya arising from the consciousness, the Shakti, no?
So are you saying consciousness is projecting through Maya?
Yeah.
So you are attributing a function to consciousness? You're close, but what? I'm asking all these questions for clarifying it, okay? Because I can keep talking. I can make it entertaining. I can weave in stories, everything.
Atman is Maya, is it?
Yeah?
Atman is manifested as Maya.
Mithya being Sat Asadbhyam Anirvachaniyam, such being is his nature. So now you are saying consciousness has a dual nature. One is Nirgunam and the other is Sagunam, right? I'm just trapping you all in your own words, okay? Understand what I'm doing, okay? Everything that you all are saying has an element of truth in it. But I'm deliberately spinning those words to bring in clarity.
Is it a state of no mind?
Yeah. Closer,
When
yes?
there is no mind, there is no, it's just awareness, there's no
There is nothing
projection.
else. Correct? So without mind there is no projection. Which you experience in deep sleep, which Punjabi Krishna was trying to say. In deep sleep you don't experience. That means what? Mind is there, world is there. Mind is not there, world is not there. Only partly true. If you take it literally, it will become subjectivism. It will become similar to what the Buddhists are trying to say. That everything is inside you. That's why two Buddhists were having an argument. Is the world inside you or world outside you? Two schools, Hinayana, Mahayana. And a Zen master was passing by. Another Buddhist, but a little different. So they both turned to the Zen master and said, "Sir, resolve this for us. Is the world inside you or outside you?"
There is no world at all.
So he looked at both of them, and there's a big rock lying there. Now, is that rock inside you or outside you? Well, according to Buddhism, it should be inside. Not a wonder you can't understand anything. You have a big rock sitting in your mind. The problem comes, I'll tell you where the problem is coming. Because when you're talking about Avastatraya Sakshi, you're talking from the standpoint of the individual. And when you're talking about the physical world, it is not only from the standpoint of the individual. Because the physical world has a validity for you and me both. No? There may be a subjective element to it, but sunrise is sunrise for you and me. Sunset is sunset for you and me. You may like it, not like it, you may go gaga over it, you may be romantic about it, whatever. That's all subjectivity. But fact is, the sun is dipping beyond the horizon because of the rotation of the earth. Table is table. Whether it's an artistically created table or a simple functional table, table is table. It is there for you and for me. Laptop is laptop. Okay. I see you, you see me. We are functional entities. Okay. I don't have to pinch myself to see whether I'm dreaming, much less pinch you to see whether I'm dreaming or whether there's a reaction from you. Both I don't have to do, correct? There is something which is objective. So that is not from a merely individual standpoint. Therefore, the next verse. Okay. Vikaroti aparan bhavan antaschitte vyavasthitan niyatamscha bahischetaha evam kalpyate prabhu. It says Vikaro. Now there is a small theory of creation coming in. Vikaroti aparan bhavan. He manifests all bhava, all forms. Okay. Antischeta vyavasthitan, all inside his mind. Then niyatascha bahischa chittam. Then what? He systematically turns the mind outside. Evam kalpyate prabhu. Now remember, he is talking from the standpoint of the mind. Therefore, this cannot be an individual mind. He is talking from the standpoint of Ishvara. And that's why we cannot avoid Ishvara when we really talk about Vedanta. At least this much Ishvara will have to be accepted as total mind, etc. That is why in the first chapter we saw. Look at what he is saying. He is saying, Ishvara first creates everything inside, then focuses it outside for you. For Ishvara there is no inside outside. It's all inside only. Why? Ishvara is a total mind, total Maya Shakti. So the consciousness functioning with the individual mind experiences the world. The consciousness functioning from the total mind is the creator of the world, or the manifester of the world, not creator, manifester of the world. Samashti and Vyashti, true. That is why in the first chapter we saw, from the standpoint of the physical body, the consciousness manifest in one body is called Vekar. What is the other name? Vishwaha. And the totality is called Virat, the cosmic form. One, Taijasaha, dreamer. Consciousness manifests only in the mind. Totality is Hiranyagarbha, the total mind, Ishvara's mind. Individual only manifests through Maya Shakti. Individual avidya is called Prajna, deep sleeper. Totality? Totality is Ishvara. Therefore, functionally speaking, again mark my words, functionally speaking, there is an individual total division. Without this individual total division apparent, functionally, apparent division, we cannot account for the creation. If you say, I through my mind projected it, why can't you change it? Really, are you a sadist? So many people are suffering here. Change the projection. No, that is their karma. Did you create their karma? No, I didn't create their karma. They created it. How? No, because there is an order of karma. No? Order of karma means Ishvara. There is, you are accepting an objective functional reality. Mithya, but an objective function. So, you cannot present Vedanta without bringing this Ishvara into the picture. Because otherwise, you cannot explain away the physical creation and the differences. Plus, how are you going to say you are everything? Even if you say, as I have presented in many places, consciousness is timeless, spaceless, etc. Therefore, limitlessness. How do you say I am everything? Because then there should be no everything. Therefore, what is consciousness? A focal point or limitlessness? Focal point, like how science conceive of it, Big Bang, all collapsing universe, super dense matter. That means that will be a point, because time and space didn't exist. Or you say limitlessness, beyond time and space. When time and space doesn't exist also, I consciousness exists. And time and space is born from me, the consciousness. That birth and the functioning is the total Maya Shakti, wielded by the consciousness manifesting through the total. Therefore, he gets a name, Ishvara. And I get the name, local character. That's why that becomes Brahman, this becomes Brahmavid. But then the Upanishad comes and says Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmavid is nothing but Brahman itself. That means what? You are nothing but the same consciousness. But you are functioning through a limited mind. You are manifest in a limited mind. And that's consciousness manifest in the total mind. From the consciousness point of mind, there is an apparent projection. Even from the, you ask Ishvara, hey, did you manifest all this? Of course I manifested all that. Really? Not really. Because there is no real manifestation. No? All manifestation is apparent. That's why some scientists said, I think we are living in a virtual reality. Someone else's creation. Correct? We are living in a virtual reality. Ishvara's virtual reality. That means we are just a programming. Yep. Who we, body, mind, karma, etc. is programming. Matrix. And what are you? The one who sees the matrix. The one who is independent of the matrix. That consciousness on which the matrix is based.
Swamiji, I had a question. That the question you asked, did we answer it like the consciousness, the projection of the individual mind and the projection of the, so the projection of my mind is the world, is my world.
The projection of the cosmic mind is the world.
And the projection of my mind
is what you make out of the world.
My interpretation of the world.
Yeah, what you make out of the world is your projection. You look at something and say, I like this, I want it like that, I want it that way. All that is your projection. What is Ishvara's projection. But what is behind Ishvara and you both? One consciousness. Yeah, Anu, you had a question.
Swamiji, just to clarify, from consciousness's, Brahman's perspective, there is an apparent projection, right? There is an Ishvara.
Correct, there is an apparent projection, yeah.
Okay, because sometimes people say there's nothing ever happened from consciousness's
yeah.
perspective, but they mean nothing real ever
Nothing
happened,
real happens.
right?
Apparently everything happens, yes. Apparently a lot of things are happening, but they are not real.
Thank you.
Yeah. Otherwise there is no question of karma, karma phala, dharma, good, bad, ugly. There is none of these things. No? At the absolute level, it is none. There are none of those things. At the functional level, all of them are there. Therefore, at the level of the reality, actually speaking, nothing is there. If you understand that, you are free.
But Swamiji, nothing real is there, right? From the level of reality,
Correct.
can we say there is an apparent reality, but nothing real
Yeah.
is
So there is an apparent reality. Apparent reality doesn't count anyway. No?
Okay.
It
Thank
counts only because I am caught up in it. It counts because I am caught up in it, and it counts because I still don't know the reality. See, it will be there. The apparent reality is there for the ignorant and the wise, both. For the ignorant man and the wise person, both, the apparent reality is there. But the wise knows it is apparent and he is the reality behind the whole apparent. Or she is the reality behind the whole apparent. The ignorant doesn't know that. So the ignorant gets caught up. And now we are in a funny position. We are in between. We are not yet got established in the understanding the real. At the same time, we are not ignorant to say all this is real. Like my friend's sister. She was asked, why need you get involved in a bit of Vedanta, etc.? It's time now, you're 50 plus now. Says, no. I want to enjoy a few more lifetimes before I come to Vedanta. Lifetime, not few more years, okay? So, a person like that will naturally take this as real. One who knows the truth takes the whole thing as unreal. When you are caught in between, the struggle is there. So, all my questioning, etc., was to make you free from being caught in between and go to the other level of understanding. That's why I challenge your understanding. So that you can know, hey, what is there is only one consciousness.
But Swamiji, often we get caught up because of the shared commonality of experience, right? And that's what makes us believe, yes, it is real.
Yeah. Shared commonality are likes and dislikes, what I hold on to. Our idea of this is the way things has to be done. our ideas of right and wrong, our culture, our background, our upbringing. Now, you can't be free from all these things totally. As long as you keep them as an influence in your life and doesn't govern you, you are fine. Like a simple thing. Some people celebrate Janmashtami today, some people are celebrating it tomorrow. Why? Because Ashtami is crossing over this and that.
Right.
Like Eid Ki Chand. This time it's happening in Hinduism. That's the only difference. No, you ask any group that was celebrating it on which day. This is the correct day. Both will say this is the correct day. Actually what it is more than 5,000 years ago. And neither today nor tomorrow is there no Rohini Nakshatra. He was born on an Ashtami on Rohini Nakshatra. Neither today nor tomorrow. So what? You follow what your tradition tells you and celebrate one day. Celebrating Krishna's birthday is what? Understanding what Krishna is all about. Honoring the person as well as what he was as pure consciousness. The person, Ishvara, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, all of it you are honoring. That's what it is. That's what Janmashtami is about. So how much you understand, that much you will honor. Because he was a historical figure also. Yeah, the mind clings to his own conditioning, and yet that's where you have to decondition that mind. He was a historical figure. He is a mythological figure. He was a legend, but legend has its base in history. He was Ishvara, and he is nothing but pure consciousness. All the way. When you honor that, you honor yourself. Why? The highest thing he did was that as a teacher. No? The wisest role was that of a teacher. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Know me, Ishvara, as a kshetrajnaha, as a knower in everybody. I am the one consciousness right through. So what is there? One consciousness. And what is everything you are experiencing? Some mithya world. Yeah, no problems. We are stopping anyway. So good place to stop, think it over. Next Friday, no class. Class will be, because next Friday we are on the camp. The class will be after that. Okay? Om Tat Sat.